5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and action.
Guys, as always, I'm Jaiden Douglas. We're in my roommate Sid's room, and I've been kicked out of my desk today to make room, thank you Sid, for the incredible Lavender Town. Wow. Guys, that was, I believe, Blame Game by Lavender Town. So if you guys could grab your mics, I will ask you all to introduce yourselves. We can kind of go around however we want to.
My name is Lazar, and I play saxophone.
My name is Jen. I play keys.
I'm PT. I play the bass.
I'm Ambrose. I play the drums.
My name is Kay. I play trumpet.
My name is Lewin. I won't insult your intelligence because you know what this is.
That was incredible, what we just saw. And this is a really, really exciting time for Lavender Town because they've got both a new album out that came out like last night, as of the day of filming this, I believe, and are about to go on their first tour. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, we're going to be touring the 401 circuit. So all the biggest towns in Ontario, including Sarnia, Niagara Falls, London. We're going to go up all the way to Ottawa and Montreal and then back here for a big show at the Great Hall. So keep an eye out for that.
And when is that happening?
That's in April, so in a minute.
So
But
I'm imagining you guys have all been in different bands before, but is this organizing and going on a tour like this is something new for a lot of you?
for me, yes, but for some of these guys, no.
Like being hired versus
He's got one behind him.
Being hired for a tour versus like planning a tour is a super different experience, because when you're hired for a tour, you have expectations of someone else to take care of you, and you can kind of be a little bit like, you owe me this because you hired me and this is the contract. But when it's like a band of your friends and it's like a low budget, planning a tour is a completely different experience. So I'd say that probably this is, I don't know, Lewin, have you? Yeah, this is pretty new for me, like, and separate from like the other.
So you were. This is a hired tour, or
this is like
you guys planned
more. This? Like there's less guaranteed, like we're together on this. It's not like one person who is hiring other people to play their music,
Well, super exciting. I wishing you guys the best on that. On the album, what is the process like recording-wise when you guys get into the studio? Because there's a lot of different input. What does it look like?
We kind of just do this. We set up, we test it all out, and then we just do it a few times and pick the best one.
Yeah, we've been playing all this music like all summer long for the most part. So like to get into the studio, it was pretty quick to. We've played it a bunch of times to a bunch of people, a whole bunch. So most everything was knocked in a couple takes.
And these are songs that you developed beforehand, all playing together?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. That's the answer.
That's on me for a one word response question. That's my fault. Yeah. Well, super exciting. They're gonna play some more songs for all of us. Up next, we've got Rut.
So these are two new tunes that we just started playing. They're not on the album. So yeah, enjoy. This is some new Lavender
Super
Town.
exciting. Take it away. gosh. I was so into that, I almost forgot I was hosting the show. I was like, that incredible. So when it came out to the world that we were going to be having Lavender Town, people were so excited. And you can see there's a ton of people in the room right now. So we wanted to kind of honor that and open up hosting duties to the floor if people have questions they'd like to ask the band Lavender Town about anything. Keertan's got one.
Hi guys, your music is amazing, and I'm glad to be asking a question to you. But you guys mentioned that the band's lineup has changed quite differently from what it was before. How often do you guys even think about adding new instruments or stuff like that? Because we know that the band is huge already, and it's a unique combination of instruments that isn't really certain. But I don't know, just adding something new to it.
I think this is pretty much as big as it'll get, and yeah, we really needed. So at first it was a quartet with piano, drums, bass, and sax. And then we were like, shit, what if we hit up Kay and see if they're down to play a show? And they were. And then we thought the same with Lewin because we needed a cool guitar. But as far as adding more people, maybe Lavender Town with strings album one day, if we get the budget. But other than that, I mean, this will be it for a while.
As of now, this is the final form.
Yes.
Yeah, so the compositions, just the influences are so cool. You can tell there's a ton of jazz influence going on as a jazzer myself. But what are some of the influences that kind of got you guys creating this super cool modern sound? I'd love to hear about that.
This band, we love hip hop music. That's a big part of this sound, classic hip hop, Kendrick Lamar. So that's definitely a big part of it. There's a couple of us who really love rock and metal music, so we're there too. And then a lot of us are really connected to video games and kind of maximalist music, so that's in there too. We love that kind of shit. It's the stuff that you would find, I guess. I mean, this is kind of a shared experience. Definitely Lazar had this, but me as well. Finding shit on YouTube and going down a YouTube rabbit hole and being that was dope. What is that? When you're in high school or something, and then that sticks with you. And then sometimes you grow up and you reject that, and sometimes you grow up and you embrace that. So.
Well, and also mixing it. Ooh, very hot mic. Mixing it into sort of this jazz influence can almost bridge the gap for non-traditional jazz fans like me, getting really excited. If you found it helps you're I feel like you're good at reaching across and grabbing people and getting them into your music. I guess that's not really a question, but I'm a fan.
It was part of the idea. At first, we were all kind of fresh out of music school, and we really wanted to play music for not just musicians. So we started covering stuff that you wouldn't usually hear, like party rock anthem and Zelda music, and then just shredding over it with our jazz chops. And that was kind of the beginning of this. But yeah, there's lots of influences, lots of rock stuff. Sometimes, on this next song, we played a cover of a Charli XCX song on Halloween, and Lewin wrote something over that, and I was like, shit, I need to get that on the next song. So it's kind of on this one. So sometimes it's through the live performances that we kind of find a sound.
Super exciting. I guess we should hear it. Real quick, obviously catch them on their tour if you're anywhere near them. They've got merch. If you're in the room right now, they've got merch here to sell. This hoodie is, first of all, design awesome and super comfy. I'm all cozied up over here. Take it away. We've got Treering? Yeah. Treering by Lavender Town. Let's hear it. Guys, that was Lavender Town. Thank you all for coming. Thank you.
We know one more song.
They got one more song. What? Who could have been planting the seeds for this?
Do you guys want to hear a Zelda song?
I think we want to hear the Zelda song.
This is Song of Storms from Ocarina of Time.
God damn y'all, Lavender Town!
All right. And everybody, box.
Teacher says, "Hey class, today we're gonna finger Sid." Sid named Finger.
It was funny.
Nobody laughed this time. That's fucked up. Okay.
Okay, ready? I would be so down.